Boyd'S said that Macoumeh Polestar from Bullbados, Mrs Peter Weakham, has added a new twist to the electoral reform discussion. She said Polestar Weakham, who supported Diaspora voters to determine the outcome of our elections for several election cycles. He is now strongly against members of the Bajan Disapora registering and voting in elections in Barbados. To help her said just how Fadda LVO is strongly against people who are speaking against and Tomatay Skerrit's evil works. Boyd'S said this is the same Bajan fimel who would take polls for Tomatay Skerrit, then work out where to bring the diaspora voters in strategic constituencies. Girly Man Weakham was only worried about Tomatay Skerrit staying in office at any cost, and to him it was never highly unwise to allow Dominicans who live, work and pay their taxes elsewhere to be transported back to Dominica by Labah to vote for Labah. She said to Bajan Male Wife knows that was wrong along, and he never gave a ferk about the political and economic implications the systemic diaspora voting had on Dominica. To help her said that Mrs Peter Weakham doesn't care about Dominica since he gets paid to spend on his husband. Boyd'S said Tomatay Skerrit must be fuming that Mrs Weakham gave his election tiefing legacy a dagger from behind. She said Mrs Peter Weakham has first-hand knowledge of the unfair advantage that imported votes gave to Labah in Dominica. She said she hopes that members of the Electoral Commission of Dominica will deal with that importation of voters once and for all. The helper said that Mrs Peter Weakham doesn't want Bajan Disapora to come to vote and to determine his same-sex privilege. The chef said public officers are their own worst enemies. She said since last week the news broke that Tomatay Skerrit took 30% salary increase for him and his purchased kindergarten ministers, and public officers are still under a spell. No reaction, no action, in the end. Not like drunkard Sanhant Sonia who always reacts like a fam whenever someone exposes the ills of Distarboy of stupidity. The helper said to tell drunkard Sanhant Sonia to go to Fatima Poo Wool Chapel lie. The chef said that public officers don't expect the public to assist them when they continue to sit on their asses, while Tomatay Skerrit rips off the masses. These modern-day public officers love their crime minister more than themselves. She said but Tomatay Skerrit has never loved and will never love public officers. Because of the illegal 30% increase, Tomatay Skerrit and Dunsmell are taking home an extra $4,600 every month, while most public officers are taking home more bills. The helper said that she is not lifting a finger for public officers, because they are not lifting a well for themselves. Just how scam Ratha Hel Akasiya Sam is no longer defending Tomatay Skerrit. The assistant chef said she is trying to find out what is the strength of the red Kool-Aid that Labah gave to the almost 8,000 NEP workers to drink. She said that NEP workers have not gotten pay for over 3 months and they are going to work religiously. The helper said just like Lil Willie Tony who have not gotten dessert in bed for years, but he is paying his home bills religiously. The assistant chef said that NEP workers are going to work hungry as their red labor is still the best choice t-shirts, and they are proud having their dry bread and water for snack. She said that they continue to take that level of humiliation every single day. While Tomatay Skerrit and his kindergarten ministers got a 30% salary increase. Imagine NEP workers from Bents have to owe buses to go to Rosau to beg for their pay that they worked hard for. While shoplifter toddler Lake who should have been fired from the cabinet got an extra $2,300 per month. The helper said that NEP workers are just like posse laborites. More Tomatay Skerrit maltweet them, more they love their PM. Boyd'S said that she wants to know if Weave Denise's bigamous dad is already on island for his cradle-snatching wedding. The chef said that she wants to know why Asani Nights is afraid to go and check the boys at the Mahout jetty. The assistant chef said that she wants to know why Tomatay Skerrit was afraid to go to the Virgin Islands to distribute Creole Festival tickets to Sanhant Laborites. The helper said that he wants to know why Necklace Shanks is afraid of the festival season.